today we're going to focus on primarily your core, but your whole body, because we're going to do planks. Planks have so many benefits, you can't afford not to plank. So let's start with the most basic variety. You're going to be on your forearms, and if you want to have the weight distribute throughout the whole forearm, not just your elbow. You can either be on your toes, or if that's too challenging, you can be on your knees, but make sure you have a nice strong line from your knees to your head, or your toes to your head. You want to make sure you have your neck in nice neutral alignment with your back, so you don't want to put it forward or up too much. That's a lot of stress on your head and neck. Now the other thing is keep those abs really tight. You shouldn't feel any back stress. If you start feeling back stress, either bring down the level of difficulty, or if you're already down, come back into child's pose. Butt back to your feet, walk the arms out, stretch out the shoulder and back. I like to always recommend that after all planks and push-ups. Let's go back to another plank. So you're here in your forearm plank, but you want to work your obliques versus just your transverse abdominis, that inner layer. So we're going to dip down. Keep that torso nice and strong, and dip those hips down. If you can do 20 each side, that'd be fabulous. 10 each side is a fabulous start, and that will really work your obliques and in your plank. I have two more versions of a plank that you're going to want to try. We're going to go on to the hands this time. You want to make sure your hands are directly under your shoulders for these planks. Got those abs nice and tight to support your back, that nice straight line. And then tap one toe out at a time. The trick here is to keep that torso really stable while you're tapping those toes. If you can do 20 taps on each foot, you're doing great. And then again, remember, afterwards, bring your knees down and come back to child's pose. One more version here for you today is a side plank. You can do this with your hand down here. You can go up here. You need to have your hips raised just a little bit, but again, you want your wrist right under your shoulder. And if you're going for the gusto here, you can raise a leg and become a starfish. All right, so now we got some great plank versions. You can't afford not to plank. There's benefits to your abs, to your back, your shoulders, your arms, your legs, because you should be keeping those nice and tight during your planking. Once a week, some kind of variety of plank, I feel, is a minimum. If you can do it 3 times a week, that's great. But there's nothing stopping you from doing some kind of plank every single day.